No, I have a great deal of respect for that guy. You know, damn, crazy.
I just try to work my tail off, perfect my craft, because it's not given to you. So you got to come in and work every day. And the coach used to say, don't get complacent, thinking you got it because you did it one time. You got to keep, practicing and perfecting your craft each and every day.
Step back and watch the step cook.
You want 17 birds? Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Hit my line if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. I know a guy if you want 17 birds. Big ring, I play for the 17 birds. Yeah, I'm from the 17.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I gotta let you guys know that, all the hurt season hats and everything that everybody's been ordering as of late is getting out real quick. The beanies flying off the shelf, snapbacks, everything is still in rotation. Make sure you tap in with the print champs. The link to the description will be in this video, and make sure y'all keep streaming Patient Zero. Let's get into it. Yo, so I never really knew that Robert Quinn was the OG that we needed. You know what I mean? Just off of one press conference alone, I can kind of tell, based upon, this is a guy with over 100 sacks, man. Based upon, the way he talks, the way he carries himself, the way he presents himself, he's all about hard work. All about hard work. Was a former state champion wrestler in high school. I think his sister is in the Olympics. You know what I mean? It was in the Olympics not too long ago. Robert Quinn is just he's a Philadelphian blue-collar style guy. It's not about the flash. It's not about, what a lot of the guys his age are doing right now. You got to think, this is a 31-year-old guy, yo. A 31-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? A 31-year-old man. But he seems to be one of those guys that's going to bring wisdom and leadership to this team. Wisdom and leadership. We got a lot of characters on this team, a lot of different personalities. You got Slay, you got Graham, guys who have an upbeat personality. Then you bring in this guy Robert Quinn with a business first personality. You know what I mean? One of those guys that you don't want to let down. One of those guys that don't want to let the guy to the left and to the right of him down. Somebody that's going to give 110%. He emphasized in his press conference stuff like, these guys were already good before I got here. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not in their way. Like that's how you should be talking, yo. That's how you should be talking. Like I feel like I want to get a ring for him, and he just got here. I feel like he deserves it. You know what I mean? We deserve a player like Robert Quinn, and this was what we needed. I'm telling y'all, this was what we needed. You know what I mean? He want to dive right into the playbook. He want to get the terminology down pat. This is a guy that listen, man. They gonna say. Remember they said Bradbury was washed. They try to say Bradbury was washed. Come on, man. We know how that's looking for them right now, man. The NFL know who Robert Quinn is. They know who Robert Quinn is. It speaks for itself. This is a guy, and it's ironic that a certain fan base out there want to tell us about how much they gotta get double teamed. We've been hearing how much Chase Young been getting double teamed at a young age. We've been hearing how much Micah Parsons gets double teamed all year. Robert Quinn has been double teamed 58 times this season. 58 times. Micah Parsons and Bosa are in the 40s. They scared of him, man. This is a guy that you got to account for. Once Chicago lost a few players last year, you know what I'm saying? They were now able to, slide the protection of Robert Quinn to account for him. You're not going to be able to do that on this roster now. You're going to have to pick your poison. You're not going to be able to do that on this roster now. Now, if he getting off and he having one of them days, listen, Robert Quinn is going to try to come out here and make a name for himself. The rest of the guys going to have to keep up with his work ethic. I could tell that from the rip. And you could tell by how Roquan Smith, reacted to losing a guy like that. Almost like he was losing a mentor and almost like an OG. Like he was losing a real OG. You could tell in the press conference, man. Robert Quinn is only 31 years old. 31 years old. When you hear him talk, it sounds like you're listening to a guy who just been around the block way too many times. No. Some guys are just built like Robert Quinn reminds me of the 70s. NFL in the 70s. Hard hitting back in the day. Back in the day, hard hitting football. That's what Robert Quinn reminds me of, you know. And I'm so excited to have him on this roster. I'm so excited to have him here, man. I just can't wait. And, you know, the way that Howie Roseman was able to you know, have the Bears pay the most of the salary, that was genius. You know, Howie Roseman always got a money move up his sleeve as well. We're only paying $700,000 this year for this guy. We paying a veteran minimum or around the veteran minimum for a guy like Robert Quinn who's bringing his expertise to the building. You got to be ecstatic if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan. These things don't happen. These things don't happen all the time for ball clubs, man. 6-0, continuing to get rich. The rich gets richer. Robert Quinn is one of those guys. I am super excited to have Robert Quinn. I've been talking about wanting Robert Quinn for a while now. I think I talked about it last year. I'm super excited about having Robert Quinn, man. You know, this is definitely a championship piece to me, man. But I'm also excited to hear that Howie Roseman is probably not done. You know, these Alvin Kamara talks are ramping up really, really fast. I have mixed feelings about bringing in a star running back like a Alvin Kamara, who was the other one, Kareem Hunt. You know what I mean? I had mixed feelings because I feel like Miles Sanders is really doing his part. Now, what Alvin Kamara and the Kareem Hunt could bring to the table is a definite threat at the passing level from a running back. You know, we always talk about, you know, Miles Sanders probably not having the best hands out of a lot of running backs in the league. But, you know, Alvin Kamara and Kareem Hunt definitely are different in those regards. You know, I want to see the running back become more of an outlet for Jalen Hurts. I would love to see it. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, you know, we run a lot of RPOs, and it kind of, you know, takes away some things like that in some aspects of the game. You know, fortunate to have a GM like Howie Roseman. Fortunate to see that, you know, we're continuing to try to go for it. We're going for it, y'all. We going for it. And it got to be acknowledged. It definitely got to be acknowledged. So, you know, I'm glad to see Robert Quinn is in the building. You know, the jersey number, I think it was 94 or 96 or something like that. He got his jersey number, had his first practice. So all things are pointing to Robert Quinn being on the field this Sunday, 1 o'clock against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Also, Lane Johnson did clear concussion protocol. So we just in for a real treat for the rest of the season, man. As long as health is on our side, we are poised for a deep playoff run. And I can't wait to see how the story ends for the Philadelphia Eagles, the 6-0 Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles who have came out here and proved a lot of people wrong. You know what I mean? And in the first 8 weeks of the season, this is the Philadelphia Eagles team that I envisioned going into this season. This is the Howie Roseman that I envisioned going into this season. And, you know, we haven't had a lot of defeats in a very, very long time, man, unfortunately, for a lot of our haters, man. We are poised to go out here and shut people up, and we are poised to let people know that's how we coming. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about Robert Quinn. Let me know what y'all think in the comments about possibly getting Alvin Kamara. And don't forget to order your hurt season stuff. Go and get it. Go and get it. Go and get it. Do y'all think we need another running back? These are all questions we got to ask ourselves, man. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.